Folks, today I would like to talk to you on the topic: is there a state of existence beyond the Turia state? Um, Before we find out this, let me state what I mean by the Turia state of existence. Um, there may be several definitions of this Turia state, lot of information about it in various religious books. I haven't read any of them, and you can read them and find out if there is any relation to that to, or let me back up. Is there any relation between what I'm stating as Turiya state and what is written in the books? But let me define, let me describe very, very briefly what I mean by the Turia state. Don't worry, I'm not going to repeat all the details of my earlier experiences, but you can refer to my first video, which talks about my first experience. These days, I've been calling this Turia state existence as a high frequency existence. Let me explain this. As I said, during my first spiritual experience, I was sitting down in a dark room, and everything vanished, including the consciousness of myself, which I called that as a deep sleep. I was not there, and suddenly something around me, around my feeling of I-ness, in other words, suddenly from this deep sleep, I became, or I was aware of this thing. Immediately, there is a very, very, very powerful, strong rotation around me, including the feeling of me. At the height of that frequency, high frequency rotation, this golden light appeared to enter into my body and went into cleaning motion. Now, you can refer to that experience in my earlier videos, what happened afterwards, etc. But briefly, there has to be an absence of oneself, that I feeling, what I call deep sleep. Perhaps this is what people call deep sleep in various religious books. Then something beyond your mind, normal human mind, or something beyond your power, has to create that kind of high frequency, what I call high frequency receiver or whatever. Install that in yourself, and let you to see extraordinary things. And in later, all my experiences, always my mind was arrested when I was doing the very normal work, or when I was sitting quietly in the sofa, or coming down the staircase in my house. Suddenly, my mind will be arrested, and there will be darkness, and all these experiences I will see. This is basically my definition or description of the Turia state. Now, today's topic is there anything beyond that? Before we go to that, let me briefly state what I described with this experience in the Turia state, what I see, how I see the whole human existence. I said everything is energy being, every energy being has a witness and witnessed. The human existence or the human beings are wrapped around the three lights. They have this human body and mind. And I also said why they are unable to see the other person in the waking state is not same as you, etc., etc. And I also described the creation of all these, what you call divine beings. To me, they're all state of my existence in Turiya state, like Adi Shiva, Adi Shakti, the initial separation of witness and witnessed, the one with the three eyes or three heads, the one with the state of one with the five snakes on top, and all the human beings. The whole thing is within this universal mind, which is the eternal darkness. And I said, I'm the dreamer for all this. Every witness in all this is me. That's how I became all this that exists in all the four states of a human existence. Excuse me. And then let me explain, or let me put this experience, the background, and examine what folks call as meditation. They say that keep a picture or a mantra, recite a mantra, a picture of gods, favorite gods like Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, or Krishna, Rama, or whatever in front of you, or even light a candle or imagine light inside your heart and focus on that. And then in the beginning, there will be wavering of your mind, bring it back and focus. And there are a lot of techniques prescribed by various folks to how to focus, how to bring back the wandering mind. And then at some point, you will see your favorite god or Brahman or whatever. Some folks go through extraordinary rituals to reach that state. To me, all this seems an attempt within the human mind. Whatever you see, whatever you see through these meditation techniques is an experience within the human mind, which is wrapped around these three lights, which themselves exist in the universal mind, appear to be my dream. Now, you be the judge, find out what is happening to you. You do meditation any way you like and find out whether your so-called spiritual experiences by doing all these meditations is within your mind or beyond the mind or in the Turia state. To me, the Turia state is a high frequency existence. Find out whether you are in that high frequency state or not. For those who have never experienced the high frequency state, you may not be able to differentiate between that and what you experience within your mind. One characteristics of Turiya state experience is that it will explain it will describe, it will put everything in all the four states of existence in a unified framework. That's a very, very important point. Now, going back to the initial question, is there a state beyond the Turiya state that I experienced? Before I answer that, I will very shortly answer that question. Before that, remember I said all these four existence of everybody, every human being, the existence of all the divine beings is my dream. But is it possible for me in that state to actively do something about this dream and bring about changes in the waking state of all human beings, or change the so-called divine beings? It is possible, as I said in one of my earlier videos. I'll be open to that possibilities. That's why I said in that video that sometime in the future, maybe several thousand years later, or maybe very soon, some instance of these three lights or a human being may appear in this world and discuss all the experiences, including mine, with a higher state of existence, higher than Turiya state or the universal mind or the eternal darkness or what Buddha called Shunya, this eternal darkness. It's quite possible. One should be open to that. In one of my earlier videos, I said that I am currently describing all the human existence in all the four states, communicating that to you. And also I said that I can bring about the changes in all human existence without the human folks or human beings being aware of it. And also I said, excuse me, that I may use what you call five bhutas to bring about changes in this waking state universe. That's possible. So the short answer to my question today is everything is possible. A state beyond the high frequency existence that I described is possible. And that state might be more powerful than what I described. That's what I wanted to talk to you today, folks. Talk to you soon on some different topic.